Hey everyone, I'm Clayfact, and today I'm going to show you some sculptures. I know I'm usually making some sculptures, but then Christmas happened, and now there's New Year, and I got some new equipment I need to test out. So you have to wait for that to next week. But I am not leaving you without showing some sculptures. So I want to show you some sculptures that I made before I started YouTube and before I started filming it. So let's get started. So one of the first sculptures I made after Oogie Boogie was this little fella. It's called a Snilst. It's a fantasy creature I made myself. And when I look at him now, I mean, he does has his charm, but the texture is just so awful, I have to say. He can really become a lot better. And maybe I will use him in a Can I Do It Better video later on. But he does has his charms. I do like the curvy ears and so. So yeah, I made him. And then the next one I made was this little dragon baby. And I like it in a way. I mean, it was repainted like 5 times because I didn't like the color of it. It ended up going by the name Purple. And it is a strong contestant to Can I Do It Better? But I do like it in a way. But every fantasy geek needs to have a dragon. So that's my dragon, I guess. Anyway, onwards to the next one. After that, I was pretty much done with purple for a time. So I made this puppy, or puppies, depending on how you look at it. CERBERUS as a puppy. And I just really love this sculpture still. I love that one of them has a foot in his mouth, so to speak. The other one is biting the other one's ear. And I love the details and the body language that I managed to make at that time. The texturing still needs some work and it doesn't have any eyelids that it really should, so it is a one-up to Can I Do It Better? And if you vote for him in the comments, then I will do him. But I'm pretty happy with him overall. After that, I wanted to play around with the concept good and evil because there isn't really anything good or anything evil, is there? So I made this werewolf mama, gently holding a child. And it was the first time I tried to make a human-ish body. And I am sort of happy with it for first try. I think it's okay. I hate the face, I hate the hair. But I do love the dress, and it was the first clothing I ever made. So that was fun. And I also do love the little werewolf baby she's holding. I love the concept of this sculpture. But in practice, I could really use some work. It is definitely one of them. Can I make it better? I have to make at some point. But if we look closely, and I can get it into frame. Wait a minute. There we go. Look at how cute he is. Oh, he's just adorable. Yeah, I have to make this sculpture again at some point. And now let's move on to who's that Pokemon? It's Sandwoo! Yeah, Sandwoo is my favorite Pokemon, so of course I had to make him. And I am still very happy how he came out. I think he's just perfect, in my opinion. But it took like 9 layers of yellow to get that color. And there are some splotches here and there, so of course he is not perfect, but to me it's just character and I am still very satisfied with him. He was one of those sculptures that came out as I wanted it to, and it was one of the first, so it was a victory in itself, I have to say. And after CERBERUS, Mr. Clafec came with a request to make the baby Weeba. And I'm just so happy how he came out. It was the first time I tried to make a tool that's safe. And it was the first time I made folds, and it just worked perfectly, and it was a smooth sculpture to make. Besides that a skull is smooth, it was easy to make, I mean. I'm very happy how he came out, and I'm still super satisfied with him. He might not be perfect, but he's not defect, which means he's clayfect and perfect to me. Anyway, after him, I stayed in the fantasy and made this Minotaur. Baby Minotaur holding his daddy's axe. And I think it was there I really started making stories, and it was also the first time I tried to make a base with some details, as you can see. And I'm also very satisfied with him. My texture has gotten a little better, and the tool are also a bit better. And that's what's important, right? Seeing the progress that you are making. So, yeah, he's holding his daddy's axe and waiting for the day that he might become a angry beast to swing the axe. But after him, I need to go cuter. And I needed to make something a little bit bigger. So then I made this fella here. It was an idea I got in the head because I've seen so many deers as spring and winter. And I thought, why not have a deer that had all the seasons? So we have spring here on the head. Then we move on to summer, fall, and winter. And I'm just so very happy about it. I mean, look at that face. Isn't he cute? I think he's adorable. And I love all the details I got in. I am very, very proud of him. Also, very proud of the base that I made using static grass that represents all the seasons. And I just use all the technique I got at that point, and I am very proud of myself for doing him. The first one died in the oven, as it sometimes happens, but I just couldn't get the idea out of my head, so I had to remake it. And I am so happy that I did. Also, I put light in, because why not put light in when you have put everything else in this sculpture? So yeah, he's for now the best I think I have made, my pride and joy. But I hope that one day I will also say I can do better with him. At some point. Anyway, look at that gradient. Even the fur has details. Come on, now that's a little bit impressive. Not to brag or anything, of course. The next sculpture I made for Mr. Clafec because he finished his glacier education, you can say, with honors, in fact. And I was so proud of him. So I had to make him this. Now, Mr. Clafec has a thing for otters. I don't know why, but I gave him, they are cute as beep. They're really cute. And he got so happy with this sculpture. It was the first time I tried to make whiskers. And I used glass at the bottom because, well, he would just finish the glacier. So that makes sense. And it is so cute. And he got so happy. I have so many good memories with this one. It just came out perfectly, and it was not hard to make because basically an otter is sort of like potato shaped. So yeah, I'm very happy about this one. And now to the contest. Which one of them should I do better? We have many strong contestants here. And if you leave a comment down below, I would pick the one that you guys want the most. The Snilst here definitely needs a loving hand. I mean, he has no eyelids, he has poor texture, and I think I can do a lot more with this concept. But we also have the baby dragon with the creepy eyes. I can't promise much with this other than I really can't do the eyes better, guys. I promise I can. But yeah. Also, you are welcome to subscribe, like, and so on. But a comment, now that could help me a lot. This one I sort of like. I just know I have become a lot better. And he can become a lot more cute. Even though he is sort of cute biting his brother's ear. Or his own ear. Depending on how you look at it. And lastly but not least, we have Werewolf Mama with the ugly face and the weird hair. Now, I'm not good at human faces, but half human faces is another thing. So yeah, I can definitely do her better, but leave a comment and help me out with you. And with all that said and done, I think it's it for this video. I'm sorry that I didn't have a sculpture ready, but I don't want to compromise my art. I want to give you guys something good. So I promise next week you are going to get something at least. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next year. Stay safe and take care of each other. Bye!